I'm Glenyce Hughes, and I get to facilitate people around the world in creating their dreams come true. How the heck did I get so lucky? And if you are interested, we have the Beyond What You Desire 5-week coaching program. You can check the link above or below for more information. I would love to be your coach to create beyond what you desire. Are you willing to be in your own fan zone? This weekend was my first time ever attending a cheer competition, kind of like cheerleaders. Well, like cheerleaders, but there's a whole competition. There's a whole world out there I didn't know until my niece Bryn started to cheer. And so we went to this competition in Edmonton, the city I live close to, and got to watch all of the different teams compete against each other with their, I'm going to call it performance. I'm not sure that's the correct term. And it was amazing, like what people can do with their bodies and throwing people up in the air. There was women, well, I think they were all under like 18. They were all in school yet. So girls and boys getting thrown in the air. I mean, it was phenomenal. But what really inspired me and what has inspired this video is the fan zone. So I've spent many years at my niece Addison's dance competitions where there was no fan zone. However, at this cheer competition in front of the stage, they have cordoned off and you go up when it's your team and you stand in the fan zone and you go nuts. Like you absolutely go nuts. And it's really loud. I will tell you that. You might want to take like earmuffs or something because it's so loud in that because the speakers are right there. But what I was inspired by was watching how the people in the fan zone, how much that gifted to the people on the stage. And it was really cool to watch because there were some that maybe the people in the fan zone were there to support them, but they weren't really as engaged as they could be. So they weren't clapping and cheering and jumping up and down and doing all the things. And it was different compared to the groups where the people in the fan zone were, like, I would say in some cases more excited than the people on the stage, and what that energetically gifted those on the stage. I mean, it was amazing. So what I was looking at for myself was, am I willing to be that for me? Am I willing to be in my own fan zone for me? Am I willing to contribute so much energy and excitement and enthusiasm and all the yumminess for me? And I know it's a different concept because in this case, I mean, we're talking about it from, the fan zone was for the people on the stage. And are you willing to be that for you? Yeah, like it was so amazing, especially I would say watching the coaches, because the coaches appear to know what they're doing when in the fan zone. So they're like doing the movements with the people on the stage, and especially the younger groups, you could certainly see those kids looking at the coaches and really thriving by watching the coaches and the coaches getting so excited and doing the moves and all of that. And it was such a gift. And then really to look at it further, and even if you're not willing to be in your own fan zone to that degree, are you willing to let the people who could be in, are you willing to have a fan zone? And I don't mean this as business related and having fans or, Facebook followers or stuff like that, but energetically, are you willing for people to contribute to you? Are you willing for people to gift to you and to be that for you when you're not willing to be it? And it was interesting because the day or two later, I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about how sometimes they borrow another person's confidence in them. So this one woman was talking about how her husband has, this unwavering confidence that she can create whatever it is she wants. And she said, sometimes I just borrow that. And I thought, what an interesting concept, because it's kind of the same idea as this fan zone, is that the fans in that zone were, the people on the stage were borrowing their enthusiasm, their excitement. It's the same idea. And really, are we willing? And to me, it all boils down, all of this, to receiving. to receiving, whether you're receiving it from yourself, you're receiving it from others, or how about receiving it from everyone, including you and everything. Yeah. So just some thoughts, just some things to think about, some ideas of maybe being your number one fan and maybe gifting yourself all of that, whatever it is, that excitement, that energy, that enthusiasm, and also being willing to receive it from others as if by magic. Have a great week, sweet friends. I look forward to chatting again next week.